Hi guys, it's Tiffany with SpotOnSpirit. The first card out here is Raziel, the angel that's helping with enlightened, adaptable, soulful, connected energy here with this rainbow auric field. Getting this message that you are a very positive person, and I feel like you just kind of sprinkle sunshine wherever you go is the vibe I'm getting. Like you really uplift the energy and the space of where you are. Not that you're like that all the time, and I don't see this as like toxic positivity, but I do feel like you are a very high vibrational person. You live in the light and you have balance with that. For some of you, I feel like you use humor and it puts people at ease. And for others, there's like a way that you just really help people to feel super comfortable and cozy, or your environment is really welcoming. I see you just being very generous in your spirit. I feel like you have this way about you that reminds others that life, and while this earth can be very dense in this three-dimensional reality, we can also enjoy it and hold the extremes, right? And I just feel like you have like this understanding, this deep spiritual connection. So if that resonates, this message is probably for you. I'm seeing you are what they call an earth angel, someone who is here to raise the vibration of the planet. And some people might even think you come across a little bit naive. Like, how are you so happy and positive? Well, it's because you're bringing this natural state, which is actually when we are in balance and when we are in our highest vibrational selves, we're like children in a way where we're a little bit high on life. So you might come across that way to others where it's like, whoa, like, are you just seeing rainbows and butterflies all the time? I feel like we would be friends. But I am seeing this message here about releasing poverty consciousness, and it's something about what you're listening to. Okay. I'm seeing chaos. Okay. Mass consciousness, poverty consciousness. Yes, it is good to be discerning. Yes, it is good to be aware of other people's suffering and bring healing here. This energy of Sandalphon is all of the prayers go to heaven, right? He takes the prayers to heaven, but he also helps with musicians. And I'm getting that the people that are resonating with this message, they might be listening to kind of like some, I just saw 444, which is showing me the angels are confirmation. Okay, they're showing me this mass consciousness of lack, okay? And this is a higher vibrational consciousness where you know your needs will be met from source, the source that created you. And this is getting back into this flow. I do coming to me like there's this chaos energy of lack, right? In the mass consciousness. And so what you're hearing is the message. Sandalphon is coming through saying, listen, and take note of who you're listening to and being mindful of the content you're taking in. Is it like a mentor, a podcast? It could be, someone you follow. I'm just feeling like your angels, I'm also getting a guardian angel here, is trying to direct you to make sure that you're spiritually nourished. So what you're taking in is really important to your spiritual nourishment. Listening is really important. I'm also seeing turquoise energy. I'm seeing turquoise to help you with your financial healing. I'm hearing it takes a village. You've had to kind of go it alone, or you felt like you're on your own. You've experienced betrayal. You've been in pain about that, so you feel like you can only do this by yourself. Giving energy to be in a receptive energy flow, and the spirit of giving and the spirit of receiving are similar. So maybe you're over giving, but not receiving. Okay. And then maybe you're receiving, but not giving. And maybe there's areas where, and this isn't just financial, it could be like an imbalance somewhere else. It's why everyone is going to be giving and receiving in the same ways. And that's what brings a completion of energy here. And so everybody has different gifts, right? And I'm just seeing you connect with this higher vibrational energy and being really mindful. You have control of this, and it's, to keep you in the right mindset. But I do see communication being really important here. I'm seeing honesty. You want truth and not fear-based. I'm hearing propaganda. Okay, is that you're in communication, you're in connection with others, not division. And this, I'm seeing like Holy Spirit. You might call it the Buddha consciousness, Christ consciousness, but I see this connection. It doesn't matter what background you have or what religion you have or what class you're in or, who you studied with, whatever. On a soul level, there's a connection piece here. And this is so important. I feel like the Spirit is stressing the importance of bringing this together and being a part of this energy. And there's something about when these people get together, I feel like this is a bit of foreshadowing for you. You might find yourself in an environment like this, uplifted, inspired, and at ease. Like, even if you're hearing things you don't want to hear, it's like, but that resonates and it feels good in your body. And it's interesting because these people, I feel like they come from different backgrounds, so it's bringing diversity and being connection over competition. That's been a big theme. I'm seeing all these rainbows of different colors. This could be just like people. It doesn't matter like what your race is, what your preferences are, gender. It doesn't matter. It's connecting you in a way that uplifts the planet and creates. I just feel like everybody should hold hands and like saying we are the children of the world. Like, let's see what this one is. See the humor. See, you bring humor to the situation. And it gives people perspective. It reminds us that like all this stuff that we get so bogged down in, that is just like crazy. And I'm not trying to make light of like really tragic things, but like sometimes we just take ourselves so damn seriously on a soul level. Like, we're all just humans in this, this body. We're all souls from a higher perspective. Don't get lost in all this chaos though. Let's see if there's anything else here just to wrap it up. Gratitude is an attitude of abundance, right? When you shift your perspective, that is literally the definition of a miracle. A miracle is simply a shift in perception. With such an ability to create your reality with your thinking, with your vibrational state. And I'm seeing your angels know the suffering is tough, okay? They're not trying to make light of your situation, but they're coming in to remind you and out of it, but you have to be open. Open your heart, open your mind, ground your energy, protect your energy, be discerning, but be open too, okay?